It's the Drizzler himself. Saul got bruh himself. You know what I mean? I just wanted to just come back at y'all, man, with this, some, as I say, with realistic topics. I like to go with realistic topics. At least if I feel like it's realistic, that's what I'm going with. Now, is all the stories that I be presenting truthful? Well, from my standpoint, they might be truthful, or that's what I present. That's what I'm pushing. You know what I mean? But from other standpoint, you might get a lot of exaggeration. Now, like I say, a lot of what I'm going on is, it's opinionated, but it's like experience to go with it. It's not just like, okay, I'm just giving you my opinion, but I ain't been through it, or I'm giving you my opinion, but I've not seen it happen, or either in the midst, involved, knowing what's going on, experience, but just living it, So, like I said, I'm trying to take a different approach from everybody else, just spewing talking points, or just spewing a lot of nonsense, gossip, just going along with the status quo just because that's the case. That's not how it's working. What it is the fact that I'm trying to actually present a viewpoint from not only a male's perspective, but also a female's perspective. Not being a female, but still knowing the fact that, guess what, these things do happen. So I can't just be like, on females, like seem, and I think that's how females make it look like, oh, we're attacking them, or you coming after, and there's a lot of cases it don't even be that way, especially when it come down to me. Now I don't know how these other guys they had on their platforms or whatever they doing, that's their business. But like I say, over here, it's a different platform. I'm not finna just look at, the females and they all wrong, but and the men, they're just clear any wrongdoing. That's not the case. And in most cases, it's the fact that it's a differentiation when they're dealing with different type of women as far as you're dealing with different type of males. So it's not like every man is the same. So you can't just view them all and put them all in one category and say, oh, that's them. And it's not like you say, every female is the same. So you can't all view them all the same and put them all in one category and say, okay, that's them. It doesn't work like that. We are individuals. So everybody has their own experiences, their own emotions, their own personalities, their own characters. So you can't just say, oh, this is, and I think that's what's wrong with this world, especially when it comes down to relationships and when it comes down to females, males and females, is the fact that they like to box everybody and put them in this particular category and or that particular category. Like males, they put all the females in this one particular category and say, okay, this is all women. That ain't true. And females say, okay, they put all the males in this particular category and say, oh, this is all males. And that ain't true. And in the most cases, in most parts, the reason why I'm going so hard the way I'm going is to actually present you more true than just opinion, truth versus just the gossip or the rumors and the way the stereotype, the way everybody want to play their hands and say, I'm clear, I did nothing wrong, look at my hands, there's no blood. But that's not the case. The case is everybody spewing poison and venom, and I'm trying to keep it away. Especially over here, that's not the case. I'm not spewing poison and venom. I'm just gonna give you realistic truth. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. If you can't stand the heat, that's the production. If you can't stand the heat, it's what it is. It's just truth. Truth is that's the most fire you're gonna get. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. This female here, she had something to say, but it's really not so much about her as the other female that's speaking about her experience dealing with a guy. So let's get in it.
There's nobody more delusional than a man that you don't want, but wants you real bad. Delusional. He will make up in his mind that it's something more than what it is, and you have been blatantly honest the whole. There's nobody more delusional than a man that you don't want, but wants you real.
I had a guy friend.
And I'm gonna stop it right there real quick and just go off with what she was saying. Now, like I say, when it comes down to it, I don't want to be partial about nothing. Especially what I say when I'm on this and what I'm doing. I ain't gonna give like, no, she wrong. It's the women. It ain't the men. It's the women. And the truth of the matter is, I mean, she's right in a way. Yeah, there are men out there that's straight up delusional. You know, they chase these females, and believe it or not, I could look at a lot of these fellas and look at them like they are very delusional, because you will see where, like, I have even seen it where females will show me, like, look at all these dudes in my inbox, and I'm looking, I'm like, and I'm looking, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, all of them text me this week. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. And I'm like, so where's you responding to them? Like, I didn't respond to none of them. And I'm thinking, well, this one kept responding over and over and over again. Like, yeah. And you haven't said not anything to him? Nothing. So it makes me wonder, like, why? Like I ain't even that type of dude. Don't get me wrong. I have text females, but if I feel like if I text a female, if I'm trying to get with her, and I text her and she ain't giving me no response, I'm done. If she just trying to play hard to get in my mind, and that's what I think in my mind, or she just trying to play hard to get. I ain't even playing that game. Like, that's a game she could play by herself. If she want to play hard to get, that's okay. That's on her. Then she could do that to somebody else who willing to chase. I'm not giving no chase. I'm just done. Like, dude, listen. If I'm sitting here telling you, good morning, how you doing, when can we speak or talk to each other, and you don't respond to me, that means you don't got time for me. Either A, you don't got time for me, or B, I'm not even your type, or I'm not even the type of person, or I'm not even the man for you, period. So you are not interested. And there ain't no way in the world I'm gonna try to make you interested. Like, I don't know what's going on in dudes' minds that they can figure that's what the case is. And in most parts, most women, if you ain't coming with money or funds, they ain't got time for you anyway. They don't even want to talk. You know, they type is dollar sign. That's they type. They type is when they see, you know what I mean? Back in the day, when you see them cartoons and they got the ching ching, the dollar sign in it. That's they type. Other than that, you ain't they type. So, like I say, that's just the bottom line. You know, if you trying to chase a female and she ain't interested and she ain't trying, you might as well find something else to do with your time. Now we gonna get over into this female right here, and she start talking about a friend she had once was her friend, but it kind of went the wrong direction because of advances. So, but let's get into it.
And who I had been friends with since summer of 2022. And at the beginning of 2024, he confessed to me and told me that he had a crush on me. He said that he developed a crush on me on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, I was with somebody who just so happened to be one of his friends from college. Shortly after New Year's Eve, we did end up breaking up, and I was distraught, which my homeboy knew. I want to say about 3 to 4 weeks after we broke up was whenever he first confessed, like, his feelings for me, and was like, oh, like, I was giving you time to heal, like, I love you, and just telling me, like, all of these things. And I was very honest with him. I told him, like, we've been friends for so long. I see you strictly as, like, a friend. I don't see you in a romantic way at all, and I don't think I ever will. Like, I only see you as a friend, and that's the only thing I want, is friendship. And he just could not understand why I didn't want to at least give it a try. Like, he just could not understand. So he would always be all like, why don't you think we would be good together? Like, what is going on? And I would give him my reasonings. I'm like, it's not just the whole friend thing. Like, there's other reasons. Like, I just don't think we're compatible at all, and I don't see us being compatible romantic. And as far as I knew, he had been working to, like, get over it. So a few weeks after, we had that conversation, he invited.
Okay, I'm gonna start right there. Now, this female say, you know what I mean? Okay, she was involved with somebody. Mine. Okay, she got a friend. Like, this dude is her friend. And see, this is the problem. Like, a lot of males and females, they're not reading into. Some of these dudes are not your friend because they want to be your buddy. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes, they want to be your friend because they want to get in there. They trying to get in there. So it's like, if you can't read between the lines, females, it's not good for you to have male friends. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you sitting there, oh, I got a male friend, and my man gonna have to understand. No, he not. Matter of fact, it's not right for you to have a male friend and be involved with someone in a relationship, because if you seeing this male friend and y'all going out and y'all having lunch and dinner dates and y'all going on outings and stuff, then anybody in the streets or his family can see and be like, hold on, ain't she involved with cuz, or she involved with bruh, or she involved with, you know what I mean, nephew, or so it's like they gonna be looking like, well, why she out with this dude? You know what I mean? And they just gonna relay the message back to him. They ain't probably won't say nothing to you, your friend, but they gonna relay the message back. But then that gives a bad light. That puts you in a bad light now. And that's another reason why a lot of these women relationships don't last. They wonder why their relationships don't last. Like, I had a real big breakup and I had to try to get over it, but she never she never said the reason for the breakup. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see, you always got to read between the lines when it come down when these females talk. If they not giving specific reasons the why the relationship did not work, that means it was something that they were doing that person did not like and they would not accept and they would not change. I mean, let's get it clear, people. Don't just go along just because a female crying. A female got all these talking points, because they'll try to say, they gonna spew the conversation to go in their direction, their favor. Like I always tell people, it's three sides to every story. I told my brother this one time and he did not like this. You know what I mean? He talked about his son and whoop-de-doo, and he got through the end of talk about his son, and I was like, well, bro, the way I see it, it's three times to every story. What you mean? I just told you everything and how it's supposed to be. I said, yeah, I heard what you said. I said, but it's three sides to every story. It's your side, it's your son's side, and then it's the truth. Oh, he got pissed off and mad at me and hung up on me. Like I say, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. When it come down to my blood, I'm not finna just take your side just because we family, dude. I'm not gonna take your side just because that's my nephew, you my brother. It doesn't matter. It's because it's like I say, it's your side, it's his side, and it's the truth. And like I say, we only get her side. We ain't get her ex side. Or why? Her having these other friends or whoop-de-doo might have probably been the reason, but guess what? Like I say, she ain't gonna mention that because that's a part she don't want to bring up. How good she can just be, because that's the inconvenience to her story. Let's continue.
Invited me out to an art gallery because one of our old coworkers was going and they wanted us to go too. So I went because I'm like, okay, well, there's going to be somebody else there, so it's going to be okay. So we go to the art gallery. Everything is nice. Everything is cool. Like, we had fun. And then afterwards, we're like, oh, let's go grab some drinks. And I'm under the impression that the coworker is coming with us. I get to the bar. The coworker is not there, so it's just me and him. While we're there, the conversation started off completely normal. And then at some point, the entire conversation just shifted, and he just started talking about how he was in love with me, and he started giving me reasons as to why he was better than every single person I've ever been linked to romantically, including the friend from college. And he just started talking about how he would beat them all up if I asked him to. And then the friend that I had just got out of something with was the one that he especially went hard on and was just basically like, oh, I'm better than him, I'm buffer than him, I'm smarter than him. And he was delusional.
I mean, this is how things work. You feel me? I mean, come on now. Like I said, I'm the type of person where, like I said, I read between all the lines. And it's not that I'm laying it out on her because, believe it or not, this dude who was her friend, who really liked her and really wanted her to be with him, she doesn't get it. He's not looking to be no friend. He don't want to be a friend, and if it is, he want to be a friend with benefits. You know what I mean? He wants some extracurricular benefits. You know what I mean? And if she's saying, "Oh, I don't want that. I just want us to be buddy buddy," And it's like, you don't get it. That is not what he wants. So it's be like best for you right there at that point, be like, you know what? I don't think it'll be good for us to be friends at all. Like, females, don't sit here and play that game. Y'all play that role with somebody else. Play that shit with somebody else. If a man coming in approaching you and he want to be friends with benefits of extracurricular activities and you ain't interested, you need to tell him right then on the spot, I don't think it'll be good for us to be friends. And if it is, we'll be friends from a distance. That means I'm not finna be involved with you. We ain't going out. We ain't doing none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because on the real, it's like, in this man mind, it's all you playing hard to get. Or you just lead me on. But really, if you don't be straight up direct with him, you just really it's more like you encouraging the chase. Because in his mind, he thinking you just being flirtatious. You know what I mean? And it's not that at all. And like I say, don't get me wrong, he got problems too. Like, it's something going on in his mind that's real disturbed where he just can't understand the fact that you don't want him. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't give a freak how he may think in his mind, or I might be better, or I look good, or I got it going on, man. That shit don't mean nothing. And in most cases, it means nothing to these females. Because the majority of these females, they don't pick the best choices anyway. They pick the automatic awful and the worst choices they can possibly pick. And I'm just being honest with you. They're not going after that good dude to treat him good and treat him right. They're going after that dude that they like or they want. And most likely that's the dude that they have to chase. That's not the one chasing them. So, like I say, there's going to be a part 2. Y'all know how, come on now. Y'all know how I do this thing, man. Come on now. By now, y'all should get it. You feel me? So, in the part 2, you feel me? I'm going to continuously end this thing out and break it all the way down. Let y'all see exactly what's going on with the situation and everything. Because, like I say, you got to be careful out here, females. If you got a man and he's not understanding that, okay, we just cool like that and ain't nothing else finna happen, and he can't understand it, you need to go ahead and just nip it at the bud. Just chop it on off. Just cut the umbilical cord. Sever the connection. Because if you do not do this, females, it's like you just leading this man on. And some of these dudes are mental. They simps. They simps and they mental. Just like this dude is right here. To me, he a simp. Straight simp. Because if he don't get it, he a simp. And why is you chasing something don't want you anyway? When you could literally have better. I mean, don't look at these females. She's so pretty, she was good. I just want no. You might not even want it. Like, most of these females don't know when they chasing dudes, they gonna end up catching them and not gonna want them. The same way with dudes. You're gonna end up catching them and you're not gonna want them. And I'm just being honest with y'all. Because I'm the bearer of bad news. That's who I am. The bearer of bad news. So until next time, drizzle.